Chat, I'm scared. Held out bravely, but Ribbit enemy is overwhelming. In Ribbit Echo Base Command Center, carved deep into Ribbit ice of Ribbit Frozen Planet, 69 anime definitely not your sister Leia. Monitor Ribbit evacuation of rebel personnel. But as sugar babies breach Ribbit outer defenses, they must quickly find an escape route for themselves. How have we not changed rebel at this point? Rebel of base. Okay, no, it's fine. Thought I'd broken the game for a minute there. Oh my god, no. Oh. Did anyone else just see that? Ribbit Catboy Uwu. When Waifu Lord feared throughout Ribbit, Berryville banana skin above Earth's path has been horny indeed. Out front of Emperor Poopyhead, his villainous Meowster Ebrarian must butt his son. Anime reclaim his fate. I don't know what that means. It's okay, Johnny. It doesn't change the switches for us, so makes life much easier. Like I said, I'll be back to kill them later. Ah, yes. This is what I was looking for. Is he gonna walk on? Oh, yep, just in time. Here he comes. Here comes. Oh my god, Landon. Landon, you fool! Well, Landon's dead. Landon made his bed, and now he's gonna lay in it. And his bed is in fact grave. Oh my god. We're never gonna finish this game. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm done for real now. I'm done for real now.
Okay. I smashed it.
Rock and roll!
Oh, it's okay. I don't... Oh, shit. Okay, no, it's fine. Thought I'd broken the game for a minute there. Oh my god, no. Oh. Did anyone else just see that? Oh, R2. V1 even. Gosh. Grief. We don't allow griefing, but also everyone's nice enough to each other that it's not much of a problem. Yeah, I really wasn't expecting this to be what would happen today, but here we are. How do I get into my base? No, 6 miles an hour. 5 miles an hour behind. When we hit that 50, it's over. 144. Oh god. 145. Oh, 145. Hi, chat. How's everyone doing? Why were there surprise audio effects? Oh, Frosty's, yeah. We've got to figure out why her mic comes through funny sometimes. What am I doing? I'm painting today. Who's here? Above Earth, Pericordis, Corey, Temetry, Serrano, and Frosty. I'm sure more people will join us as we go on. I even posted on Instagram today about doing this because I'm usually pretty bad at that. But I've been very excited to paint this. Hey, Kels, how's it going? Yeah, I've been really looking forward to doing this one. I might have to mute a few times to blow my nose because hay fever is fun like that. Oh, I've forgotten to get a drink as well. Hello, Fighter Dave. Do you mean before you go? Thank you. Rusty's going to get me a drink. Hello, Rain. Right. Let me put my headphones on so I can actually hear what's going on. If anything is going on, let's get some music on. Classic bit of 40k. Hang on, I'm going to skip this one. There we go. We'll go for some Dark Tide. Is the chat real? The chat is real. It's my Twitch chat. If you look in the description of the stream, you'll see there's a link to my Twitch. So if you want to say hi to everyone else, jump over there. Because that's kind of my main platform and has been for a long time. Chat. Anyone in the Twitch chat, has anyone got like a resub they can do to show them that you're real? I'm gonna go back to where am I going? I can't do it through that. I have to do it through this. Hang on a second. There we go. I got this absolute unit to paint. Oh, but I have to show you some really cool painting I've been doing. What time? What? Do you mean what time is it for me? It's 7 minutes past 5 in the UK. Because I start at 5 p.m. UK time. Yeah, he's very shiny. But I did a bunch of colour tests on this old Marine. And that arm is roughly what we're going for. There's a chance I might have to turn the lights down. But I really want to show you guys something that I've been painting off stream. And oh my god, it's so bright. Hang on, let me turn the lights down slightly. That's better. Why don't you follow your channel? I'm not allowed. I'm subbed, but I'm not allowed to follow for some reason. UK time. Yeah, it's so much easier. But yeah, this is a Lamenter. I spent some time figuring out the yellow. I got to paint 6 of these guys, and I'm not looking forward to the rest of them. But I think they should be this neon yellow, or as everyone else in chat calls it, piss marine yellow. Anyway, I went out today and I bought some more paints because I realised I am critically low on most of the paints I need for this colour scheme. So I got myself a decent gold, because it turns out I never use gold. See you, Rain. Thank you for dropping in. I got myself this because the green on these guys just never quite came out right. Hang on. What? Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's where it should be. Checkered pattern. Yeah. It's because the color scheme. So basically, sorry. Let's finish one thing before I go back on another. I've gone for this. I've got this lighter green because I felt like the green I was using here, which is called like Lothan Forest or something. Lauren Forest. It just didn't feel like it showed up enough. So I'm going to try that out on the next one of those that I do. But yeah, these guys, their color scheme was designed back in 1st edition, so it's a real unusual one. Are you okay there, Wa? If you're having trouble, you can get counselling for that. Just so you know. Right. So the plan here, basically, is to paint. A load of the gold trim, and then wash the hell out of this guy until it all blends in. I'm going to paint the gold trim, dry brush him silver, then do some washes, and it should result in this like not very well kept, but also like mechanically sound color scheme. Time of Scarband madness. I mean, first edition Warhammer was 1980s? So it's a while ago. Anyway, right. So, I just picked up this gold today. I'll put it down somewhere I can't find. There it is. I got a couple of other colours. I realised that my my red was going a bit gloopy. So I got another one of those. And I got some more lead belcher because, well, yeah, Iron Warriors. They need an iron colour. The baggy trousers. Did you know originally the Space Marine design, these were supposed to be the other way up? And they were supposed to be like big knee-high boots. And it was only due to a molding, like they couldn't make molds that would make those boots properly. And that's why Space Marines have the armor that they do today. Otherwise, they would have had knee-high leather boots. Which I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure would have caught on in the same way that these the shin armor shows up. Cal sounds too much like a mix of Star Wars and Counter-Strike. I mean, I guess. Sure thing, Neural. Another guy watching. Who am I talking to? My Twitch chat. Well, Twitch is my main platform. YouTube really is a way for people to find me. So if you want to say hi to everyone, if you check the description, you'll find everyone else at the Twitch link. Right. I'm not going to paint this section because it's close to the knee. I'm going to do down here. I don't think I want to do the bottoms of his boots. I want to do the shoulders, the weapons, and the gloves. I think that's it. Otherwise, the voice is in his head. So, oh yeah, that's a good gold. I mean, look at that. The coverage on that is 1,000,000 times better than any of the other golds I've had. I mean, it just instantly covers nicely. I have watered it down. But look at his little knee. His shin. Sorry, not his knee. If your knee's there, chat, see a doctor, please. Please see a doctor. Because that's real bad. Alright? But yeah, this guy's going to start out way too bright. And then he's going to come all the way down into the dirt. And the darkness. Because all I've done is spray him silver. But I want the silver highlights on the metal colours. And I want to bring all the colours down. And then potentially there'll be another highlight round. Another layer round, rather, of gold. Just to bring it out a little bit. But we'll see. Because otherwise I'd go for brass. And I so often go for brass that actually I'd like to see something a bit different. Hi, Vive. Hello, Mind System. Doc Ock. Everyone has said that to me that doesn't know about Warhammer. It's everyone's first comment. I'm just trying to make sure this gold doesn't all drip down the back as well. With thigh-high fishnets, I don't think they quite went that far. It was a weekend task until the weekend was over. Fair enough, above Earth. Hello, Ramon. How you doing? I wonder why that would be. Yeah, it's almost like he's got a bunch of extra arms. It's going to be a little bit hard for me to show you when I'm painting back here, just because he's got a lot of stuff to get in the way. And I'm not one for sub-assemblies. Because I'm not painting for Golden Demon, you know? I'm painting for it looks good and I like it. Oh, that's interesting. Why does the inside of his leg have like a big dip? Oh, I forgot to bring the box up to use as reference. Viv, are you sick again? I didn't realise, I'm sorry. Is that Master Chief? I'm a big Doom fan. Skyrim is my favourite part. Oh my god. That hurts to read, TF, but hello, how you doing? You know, normally I don't figure out the color scheme with the character for my army, but I've decided that that's what I'm doing today. I love how well this gold comes out, though. It may not look perfect, but that's perfectly reasonable because it doesn't need to. It's going to get dirtied down. It's going to fill in all the gaps. We want it to look a little bit messy because we want it to look all chipped and stuff. Motorcycle helmets are not cheap, but they are important. Yes. Yes, and they usually only survive one impact. But that one impact would have been your head, so it's absolutely worth it. I agree. Have you done another... have you done any more practice or anything? Mine system. Do we need a W13 fail now? Hello, Alvin. I hope I said your username correctly. How you doing? Hmm. 37 degrees of fever. Oh, no. Better a cracked helmet than a cracked skull. Yeah, exactly. They're designed to cushion the blow and stop you from smashing your head open. You know, I look at a lot of these plastic models, and when I'm starting to paint them, I realise just how much of it has some really weird moulding choices in areas that you don't notice until you're painting and go, oh shit, where does this start and end? It's so common. Yeah, I've decided to... I don't know. I feel like there's supposed to be something here on the inside of his legs, and they've just forgotten to mould it in. Take my bike out till I've got some protective stuff on the tank. Oh, yeah, I get you. Hello, Rowan. That is a lovely first reaction to joining chat. How about you, bitch? Oh my god. Thanks for 69 bits, Johnny. See you later, Frosty. If you can drop me off a drink, I'd really appreciate it. If you can find the box for this guy on the table downstairs as well, I'd really appreciate that too. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Oh, I didn't, but I did now. I don't know what. What are you talking about? Hello, Delirious. I haven't seen you in a little while. How are you doing? It is. Look at him. Right. Sorry, I didn't actually do a size comparison. Terminator. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, admittedly, these are the older ones. Like, Space Marine. It doesn't look... He looks huge. Thanks, Corey. Sorry, I will do that in just a second. I'm really pleased with the coverage of this gold, though. I'm glad I actually went out to get this today. Did I tell you guys that? I think I did. Anyway, yeah, I went out to get some fresh paint today because it was very necessary. Also, this may look like, oh, he's just painting the gold and not going to do anything with the silver. You got to understand, this is stage 1. Okay, this is going to turn into something really cool, but it requires me doing things a bit backwards to normal. Let's get... Wow, the coverage of this is really good. I'm very pleased. You may hear small children yelling in the background. It's because it's warm enough for kids to play football outside. Just making sure this is nice and solid. We're going to wash the hell out of this. It's just... gotta get started. So, yeah, hopefully... Well, Frosty will bring me up the reference that is the box. Should make things much easier. Is she yelling? Did you call me? Oh, okay. I don't know. She's telling me what she's doing at the moment. Am I in the right place? Yeah. So I'm just getting all this gold trim painted. And once this trim is painted, we get to do the exciting bit. My plan is not to paint every bit of trim gold, because I think it will look wrong. It won't fit with the colour scheme overall, because it will overpower all the silver, and silver is the main colour of Iron Warriors, hence the name. Oh, hello. Oh, thank you.
Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late.
Alright, see you later. Bye. Chat, got my reference. It's the box. So you can see, right, see how it's all like a bit silvery around the edge of the trim and stuff? I have a plan for that. Crotch painting upcoming. I will have to paint his crotch soon. That is unfortunately part of the deal of painting humanoids. And actually pretty much anything that's a creature. You will reach the point where you have to paint the crotch. So I'm just getting all around the edges and stuff because we don't want it to be silver everywhere. Even though we've done the tops. But we also know that if someone were to paint this in real life, they wouldn't bother painting the underside. So I'm not going to try and get the brush underneath, because that's just asking for trouble, you know? I also haven't drilled the barrels yet. I forgot to do it before I undercoat because I was in a rush. There we go. Skull codpiece? Yeah. Something like that. Madcap. What if you just left all the crotches paintless? That would be a bit weird. Are you painting it as it should be or doing your own design? So, hey Lily. Hello, Frog. So, also hello, Bond. The plan here is... And Dr. Insano. Sorry, oh my god. The plan here is to do something vaguely similar, but not exactly the same. I'm not going for box scheme because I don't think that's the style I want to do for mine. But I am looking at it for like a general reference of like, what have they painted where? For example, they've done the trim, but they haven't done the trim, which is a bit weird. On the gun. Very strange. Oh, they have done the trim around the top, so I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so let's leave this up as reference, because reference is always helpful. In the long run, it saves you time. We're not going to be umming and ahhing for ages about what to do. But I'm definitely not going to end up painting this like a heavy metal painter or someone who's won a golden demon. But I'm going to paint it nicely. Everyone was mind systemed. I'm sorry, okay? Enjoy your lurk, Lily. Chat, don't forget to take your meds today. I almost forgot to take mine. Hang on, I gotta do those redeems from before. My brush fell. Theft does not count. Allow them to take theirs. So Golden Demon is a painting competition. It's like world renowned for painting Warhammer specifically. Well done, Temetry. Hello, Second D6. You forgot all your meds yesterday, Johnny? Did you have a busy day? I did think I didn't see you very much yesterday. I know you were busy with meetings and stuff. You're normally a bit more talkative, so I don't know if that's related. But please remember today. You've got to look after yourself. It's important. We like having you here. I think we can chat on that, so you got to look after yourself. Also, chat, we're currently less than 50 subs away from reaching the next sub goal, which is another stream of playing that one game, Split Fiction with Frosty, which I think was pretty fun. And I've gotten a lot better at making sure we don't take too long to get onto it. Well, it needs improvement. I finished 2 weeks ago. I finished 2 weeks of work in 2 days. I have had this experience as well, where it's like, this is adequate, and it's like I've completely revamped an entire system for them. And it's like, yes, adequate. Adequate when I've done more work than my boss for the last 6 months. Like, okay, bud. There was a reason I left and decided to just try some different things out. Fortunately, it worked out for me, because now I do this. Maybe you should have had more meetings about how much work you've done. If you need to do that, they need to go piss off, basically. Because that's bullshit. Okay, so that's filled in. It's done. This is the only thing about not sub-assembly. I've got a lot of bits I have to, like, reach awkwardly. But it's all about just finding the angle. I just don't like going through the whole thing of sub-assemblies, I think. Like, they work for a lot of people, and I can completely understand it. But it doesn't work for the way that I do mini painting, so there's no point. You know, I paint miniatures to enjoy it, and if I don't enjoy the way I'm doing it, there's no point. It's killed a lot of projects for me, not enjoying the way that I'm painting. It's part of why I like the Badab War Army I'm doing, because I've got 6 different chapters, so I'm never bored. If I'm like, oh, I'm tired of doing this colour, I'll just go and do one of the other chapters and get through them. Speaking of which, I need to finish the base on a couple of them for the Badabbing Challenge, which I was taking part in, sort of. I was mostly just having fun and chatting to everyone. It's kind of how I do Warhammer stuff. Someone's like, oh yes, I will run a challenge. And I'm like, ah yes, I will kind of take part, but mostly just chat with everyone and talk about cool things. Any more meetings about the fucking lock icon. Honestly, that should have been the first, like, warning. To be honest, Dr. Insano. That should have been like, oh, this place doesn't get it. I hope the new place gets it, though. I hope they take into account your ability. Hey, JKL. Thank you. Hello, Fistiniog. You're building some Warhammer stuff now? Ooh. Make sure you share it in the Discord. I want to see. Okay. Oh, JKL, I'll show you in a minute one of the things I painted because I think you'll like it. It was minor torture, but it was worth it, and I only have to paint 6 of them, so I might as well spend the time on them. Sorry, I'm just using up this paint first. I know this looks incredibly flat. I'm very aware. But it's with good reason. It's going to change. Okay. Definitely going to have to tidy some of this before we do all the wash layers. I've in fact managed to paint in the wrong place a few places, but that's fine. Sorry, I'm bringing it towards my face to do details. Just for things other people do. No, I completely agree with you, 100%. "2003 is not wheelchair accessible. The time machine has steps. Son of a bitch." Okay, I need to clean my brush, so now's a good time. This would change to an implementation after it's done. That should not count against me. Sent something back that isn't broken that should not be considered my fault. No, I agree. And you did tell them, so the fact that they couldn't be bothered is stupid. So this is the Lamenter I've been painting. That is freehand checkers, which is why it does a slight angle on it. And looks a bit more like a disco ball because it's on a curved shoulder. But what do you think, JKL? This is my Lamenter. I've also taken to, rather than painting the rubbers on these, like these rubber joins every time, which is a pain in the bum, I just black wash them a few times so that they kind of stand out as a different, like the rubberized version of that color, because I think that's, in my mind, that makes more sense to me. And they said we hold every development on repeat. Yeah, get in the bin, those guys. You've seen this one, right? This one needs his base doing, but I think he's come out pretty well. And then the other one is this guy, who I've just bought a lighter paint to improve his highlights because I don't think they're vivid enough on the green. Oh, which else? Oh, I think you may have shown me something along those lines before. Oh, there's also this guy, who I think's going pretty well. I need to change this white to a light grey though, like here and here, because he's supposed to be a what are they called? Carcharodon. It's a whole thing. And then we've also got my salamander scheme. Because who doesn't want to paint 6 different chapters for their army? I've got 60 models, and it's something like 10 or 12 of each chapter, except for the Lamenters, of which there's only 6. Because that's what I felt like. But it's like a mixture of Badab War stuff, with the idea that they're the remnants of different fighting forces, which made me happy. And continues to make me happy. I think you've seen all the tanks and stuff though. Right, you might notice this grill looks like shit. It will look better soon. So I'm just like really getting in there. Also, this arm is like a really old Tech Marine arm, and his flamer has a different end to it because, yeah. That's what army they are. What on each one? Just left them grey. Oh, I see. I really... When I can figure out how I want to do a colour scheme in an effective way, I have so much fun painting like a whole load of them so that they all look good together. And I've been slowly getting back to my speed painting ways. So I've been able to paint just whole squads very, very quickly. And the good thing about painting all this gold is if I mess up, it's just the spray paint. We're not done yet. It's from Space Marine 2, isn't it? Yes. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying my painting streams and coming in to just chat. I like having a chat with you guys about different bits and pieces. And I like it when my more hobby-oriented community members come in and tell me about what they're doing. Especially, I like hearing about other hobbies as well while we're doing this. Like, I want you guys to come and be like, this is my current hobby. Like, this gives me a chance to find out about, for example, Mind Systems motorbiking. Which, to me, in a way, is a hobby, because they've got themselves a really nice bike. They spent a long time thinking about how they want it to look. And to me, that's like what hobbies are about. They're about spending time thinking about how can I make this thing I like look real cool to me. I don't give a shit what other people think. This is cool to me, and I want to share it with other people. And because it's cool to me, I'll find other people who also think it's cool. I'm just babbling a little bit right now, but you know what I mean. Hey, Toasted Berries and Cookie. Hello, welcome back. You do this with your dad? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's nice to hear. It's a little family afternoon thing. What are you guys painting? Got a vacation coming up in May on Symphony of the Seas from Royal Caribbean. I've got 2 tank scuba dive set up already. Ooh. Hope you have a good time, Dr. Insano. That sounds great. Like, you've got your new job to go to. You're going to get a little break in between. Go and do the thing that you like the most, which is your hobby of scuba diving. I want you guys to know that when I say hobby, I don't mean that in like the, oh, that's nice that you've got a hobby. I mean it in a way of like, you know, this is something I want to do well and enjoy. You're not sure yet, but it's like mine. So, chaos type stuff, spiky boys. Heavy armor, maybe? Could be Space Marines. The main thing is that you're enjoying what you're doing. It doesn't have to be specific stuff. Sometimes I'll just dig out some specific models and be like, today I'm painting this guy because this guy looks cool, and that's enough. This is the new Kravik Morn, except I've done some conversion work. So he's got a different head. This arm up here is a different one, and I've changed the flamer end to an old school style one because that's what I wanted to do. So he's not hugely converted. I did sit down with about 6 different model sets to think about what I could do differently. But ultimately I settled on, rather than cutting up pieces and spending ages on it, because he's a new model, his pose is still cool. And the only thing I was annoyed, like the one thing I wanted to change, and why I did this the way I have, this arm, his original one is tiny, and it doesn't look like it could reach anything. So I was like, okay, I've got lots of Tech Marine stuff. Let's replace it with one that he can actually reach stuff with. So I got that all done. And now he's got a much bigger arm, which I think is the cool way to have these guys modelled. No worries, Toasted Berries. Hopefully we see you again soon. Have a good one. Whatever your family stuff is, I hope it's a good time. Maybe it's painting. That would be cool. Still expensive? What, Warhammer, yeah. I know Symphony of the Seas, an Oasis-class cruise ship. And if I've got the right ship, is currently the biggest passenger ship in the world. Wow. This Friday is my last day at my current job. Next week off, still being paid for it since it's during my notice period. Then 1 week at the new job. Then vacation. Well, they have to honour it, don't they? But I think they'll be glad of having you once you start there. I gotta remember that it takes me longer to paint when I'm streaming because I'm chatting with everyone. Let's straight up have a park in the center of the ship. What? That's mad. Please take some pictures. I would love to see like this crazy ship. It sounds really cool. Okay, how are you done around that? Just the... Oh, okay, cool. Just figuring out where to paint. So what I'm doing, I'm just doing these bits on the front right now. Because the rest is silver on his model, so that helps me a lot. I'm basically figuring out how much I can get away with not painting gold in a way that won't... Like, we don't want to paint loads of it gold because it'll overpower the silver, and then... What are they? Gold Marines? Like, you know? Just doesn't make sense. So, I'm gonna get all the gold painted in. We're gonna do it in the laziest way possible, so there will be some overpainting. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just part of the deal of doing this. And then once that's done, we're going to... Really? They did that the same? That seems not good. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking. Gold Marine sounds like Ciro's faction. Yeah. God Marines! I remember having a good time with something that was called Movie Marines a long time ago. I've got the rules for them somewhere, and basically they're overpowered and like fighting their way through it. It's like if a Space Marine was an action hero set up. It's quite fun. We've got a carousel as well. Oh my god! Hey Shifty, how you doing? Any training today, or it's just... Actually, all I ever hear about you doing is training. I don't know what you do with the rest of your time. Now I think about it. Wait, is training your job or your hobby? Or both? I'm having a moment where I can't remember anything. This base gold is so nice to paint. Can't attend training this week since my uni internship overlap. Oh yes, uni internship, that was it. I'm trying to remember what you do at uni. I want to say it's a science thing, but it could equally be a sports thing. I'm sorry, I'm having a forgetful day. I think probably because it's so warm. Yeah, so there's a lot of overlapping stuff on this guy. You know, I spent time trying to figure out if I could combine this guy with Abaddon, but I realized he's purposely been posed facing the other way, so there's a lot less combinations available without doing some really severe resculpting, which I don't want to do. Spent a lot of time on my feet moving today, so my legs are dead. Oh boy. Earlier today. Visit a daycare, go to a forest, then go to a spa, then have burgers for dinner. Is this the... I can't figure out if this is the internship, and I'm very confused. Okay. Water... over on this shoulder now. This is the internship? And for my lunch, dinner across the week. Oh my goodness. You are having just the best time. Like, it's just the best week. What the heck? Okay. Are his undershoulders black? Oh, they are. Oh, I didn't need to try anywhere near as hard as I did to miss the shoulders then. Okay. So there are some bits I'm going to have to paint black, and then I can finally do the wash. But we're working our way through. Painting Chaos Marines, I feel, is very similar to painting Nurgle, like Death Guard Marines. You kind of get them together and then you dirty them. Hey, Giggle. My Gramps, please. Yeah, she's doing alright. She is, she's gone to do some tutoring today. It's just an additional thing as a favour to a parent whose kids she used to teach, who feels like since she left, the school's teaching ability has gone in the toilet. Yeah, it's going good. I'm on the really basic beginning level right now. But once it's done, this is all gonna look really solid, and it should all combine together. But we have to see how we do. Spread that out. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so there's definitely some tidying up of silver in places to do, but it's not the end of the world. Just bits and pieces we're getting done. The idea with Chaos Marines is that, unlike the Space Marines, where they have legions of people caring for their armor and making sure it's all anointed and carefully looked after, Chaos Marines have been wearing theirs the whole time. It's wearing out, they just replace bits as they need. It's about ensuring survival rather than following the things. Hello, Perty. Good job looking after your sons and pick them up at 5. Oh my god. School's teaching is dookie, yeah. That's what I'm told. Frosty went and met with someone today that owns a bookshop. So obviously she had a great time. But it turns out her husband works for a company I would very much like to have an in with. So, we might be making some friends. So excited, only a month left until Comic-Con. Ooh, which Comic-Con are you going? Can I ask that? I don't know if you're too young. Maybe we don't ask that. Is it a Comic-Con in America or a Comic-Con in the UK? That's, I think, what I can ask. I don't want to, you know. So many friends are coming too. That's awesome. I hope you have a good time. What company? So these are the Iron Warriors. And because they're old Marine style, because they're Chaos Marines, they're all in like war bands and stuff. They're not very specific about the names, but this is Kravik Morn. He's a new character that GW have just come up with. And he is very cool. And that's what it takes for me to think, oh yes, I will have this. Hang on. The Comic-Con Baltics at Lithuania. Oh wow. I think I know some people out that way. I hope you have a good time. Well, I'm judging by the fact that it's your second time. You enjoyed the first time, which is great. Oh, cool. So you're going to be guiding them as to like what you can do and where to go and stuff then. I hope they enjoy it too, so that you can have like a, you know, like a friend thing you do every year, because I always think those are really fun. And you've got a thing that like you and your friends all enjoy, and you can kind of go to that. I don't know. I like that. That's a fun time. Okay. Now I have to make a decision as to whether I paint the edging here. So let's try it and see what it looks like. I'm not entirely convinced, but equally it might be necessary when we dry brush the silver over everything. What is necessary is I need more paint. It's too warm today. Paint keeps drying out too fast. Maybe even 5. Hell yeah. I hope you have a good time. There we go. That's pretty clean. So let's hold the base and do the hammer here. If we can. Okay. So I've just got to look at the hammer. It looks like the skull stays silver. The other mount parts are not considered trim, so they're done in a different color. I got to figure out how I'm going to paint this, because it's not it's a not part of the original model. But it needs to have something on it. So many questions. What are variants? What's that? I actually don't know what that is. So they have to go by train and can't go with the whole group by car. Go with your other friend. That's okay, you'll still have a good time with them and you'll still meet everyone. You know, it all works out. I won't worry too much. I'm glad I have the box here for reference for my like thoughts on what to do. Helps me a lot. Now the good thing is this spike section I can overpaint a little bit because the actual cowling of the weapon's going to be black, so that won't be a problem. Okay, get away with a few extra bits. The canister is more of a brass. The joint parts, I think I'm going to make those brass too. I think it makes the most sense. So the gold is just on the trim. So now I need to make sure I get some of the gold up here because this doesn't match exactly the styling of everything. So what we're going to do is look for any edge pieces that might make sense to have some gold on them. For example, this little piston cover. That makes a lot of sense to have gold on it. And then potentially the joints of the cables. Okay. I'm going to keep the side there silver. So there's this section here. See, there isn't loads, but if we just add these little bits, it's just enough. Hey, Ciro, how you doing? You have to look up therianthropy. That is something I don't know too much about, and it's pretty complicated. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Okay, we need a little bit more gold. But we're nearly done. We've nearly got the styling in. Yeah, I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm enjoying painting this big chunky boy. We're doing this a bit different than the others that I've painted because we're getting base colours down, and then it's going to get followed up with the stuff to kind of bring it all together. Whereas normally I do like several layers before doing another section. So this is still the silver undercoat that I put on it. Right. We're going to paint this as if it were an 8-pointed star. Sorry, I keep going off screen. So we'll paint this as if it's an 8-pointed star. Because we can get away with that. Hey, Nas, how you doing? I think I want to paint this in the warning colours or this. I'm not sure yet. But I think that means that I've got to do this bit in gold as well. But once that's done, we're not going to paint the inside in gold. That's going to remain silver. Good thing is I can make a mess of this because it's at least going to be black. So I can do this very messily. Okay, we're going to need a bit more. Probably going to bed soon, very tired. Is this kid tired, or is this other tired of any kind? Hope everything's going okay. So that is supposed to go across here. I promise, chat, this does get better. I know it looks real basic right now. But it will improve, okay? Bit of kid and bit of work, that's fair. That's very reasonable. How's Chaos doing? Okay, so I think that's all the gold we're gonna do. Next up is... Oh no, it's not all the gold we're going to do, because I'm not done yet. I've got to do this bit on his gun. This is the thing. It's the thing that does in a lot of people who would play Chaos. It's the gold trim. The joke is, and now to spend 3,000 years painting the trim. That is the experience of painting Chaos Marines. I haven't done his helmet. Oh god, it's okay, chat. We'll get there. Don't worry. We won't lose it yet. We won't become unhinged just at this moment. Soon, but not yet. Alright? We haven't lost it yet. The mind remains intact for now. For now. Okay. So my next job is to do some brass-based stuff. She's already in bed. We're both buying lunch tomorrow. We're too tired to prepare it today. Oh boy. Well, I hope you both feel better soon and that you feel a bit more rested. I hope you're able to find some time to maybe have, you know, maybe a couple of days away. Maybe you can leave. Maybe you can get some babysitting going, go away for a night or two. I'm sure that will help. Either way, get your rest. Hopefully you feel better. Okay, so the next job is we need to use the brass. Where did I put it? Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, Balthasar Gold. It's a brass colour. I don't care what people... Not brass. It's like a copper colour. Like a dark copper. I don't consider this gold, personally. But this is going on the dangly bits. Everyone's favourite part. The dangly bits. So we're just going to paint his dangly bits, alright? There we go. The other thing is, once we get the washes on this guy, we're going to have to take breaks, which means we're going to paint something else in the in-between while we wait for the washes to dry. Oh, Above, I hope your test goes well. I don't know if you've already left for your test, but I hope it goes well. Already got my vacation approved for summer, 6 weeks. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, you both need a rest. So hopefully that 6 weeks will be great. My server rack arrived. Oh boy, I bet you're looking forward to that, Zero. I'm only half back as I'm feeling kind of ill. Oh, I'm sorry, Frog. Well, what kind of ill is it, do you think? Do you think you're like Vive? You've got yourself a fever or something? I hope not. Yeah, see that will stand out really nicely. I think one of my favourite improvements from when I used to play Warhammer and paint Warhammer is that I actually get rid of mold lines now. I used to be like, oh, I gotta build this as fast as possible. Who cares about mold lines? And now I spend the time and I try and make every figure look like its own thing. And that's what I really like doing. So if I can come up with a project that allows me to do something like that, that makes me very happy. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean the brush again in a sec. So what's everyone doing this evening? Other than Nos, who's going straight to sleep, and Ciro, who's putting their server rack together. I know Frog is just trying to survive right now. We get back to assembling and painting my Necrons. I have a whole Necron army I need to sell. I really need to get rid of it because it's completely unnecessary. Thing is, it's all older stuff, so it's it doesn't have any of the new big stuff. Although they regularly do like boxes to add that stuff on, so I suppose someone will just buy this and then do that. Okay. Get this side painted in. Okay. I think he's coming together pretty well. I know he looks like way too clean, and I know that's normally my style. But I think you guys will like this when it's done. It just requires some really straightforward painting. But I'm going to have a lot of fun doing the washes to change all the styling. Looks like I might need a bit more paint. Going a bit see-through. Yeah, just a tiny bit more. Hey, Pebs. How you doing? Things going alright? How was the rest of Terraria? Building some witch elves and watching Andor for the first time. Oh, I hope you have a good time with it. Waiting for my exit interview in about an hour. My only goal is to give zero information. I'd rather not think about the past. I'm just hoping to leave the team in a good spot with my absence. Yeah, that's fair, Dodge. Say no. Hey, Grumtep. Yeah, he's huge. Look, here's a normal Terminator. Here's him. It's massive. This guy is massive. I don't know what you're talking about, Bebbles. He's an enormous dude. Sick, my building actually coming together. Hey, you sounded so unsure about the design. I was like, are you okay? You know, like I was concerned for you with the way that you were going with that building. A little guy is a vibe, not a size. Oh, I see. Okay. I was. That's just my creative process. Oh boy. I mean, I've been there. The panic. The panic setting in as you're like, I'm not sure this is going to work out. But then it does. And it's wicked. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting this. After I've done this, I've got to get some weapon bits and pieces. Mostly, like, details. I cannot justify buying more stuff. Chaos has forbidden me before finishing what I have. That is very reasonable. My Iron Warriors army is 6 large boxes stacked up, and Frosty was scared. She was like, what do you mean? This is the army. But, yeah, that's kind of where we go with these things. Right, so, so my next job is that same dark brass on mechanical stuff. So things that actually function instead of for looks. I often feel that doing washes is the step between people who paint like this and the people who get it, you know, have hit their stride. I think once you figure out how to put a wash on something in the way that you want to use it, you are you know you're off and running. You're doing the thing that you want. Just painting like a little jaw. Change if Andy were really into Warhammer, holy moly! I mean, like, yeah, the toys would stand no chance. Imagine if Buzz was like a Warhammer action figure instead, that was completely convinced. Jesus Christ, that would change everything. Hey Sip, this is Iron Warriors. I'm currently laying down base colors before I use a lot of shading techniques to make it look fancy and stuff. Suffice to say, the first wash will just be a black wash because Got to get those shadows back. You know what, Dr. Insane? I need that story now. I need to know what would happen if Buzz Lightyear instead was a space marine. Like the McFarlane miniature space marine, so he's like the same size as Buzz. What an experience. Okay, so the jaws on that are painted the colour I want. Now I've got to figure out what parts I'm doing in this colour on the hammer. Oh, and I've got some cables. Maybe I should do the cables on the way through. Let's do the cables on the way through, so we'll get all this painted in. So the plan here, once we've got this dark copper painted in, we're going to dry brush the whole model with a silver. Actually, we're going to tidy up first. Then we're going to dry brush the whole model with a silver. Warhammer's from the 80s. Oh, shit, yeah. I've not done the count in multiple editions, but I believe last I checked I have like 3k points in original boxes. Wait, what? Yeah, what edition, Nos? I need to know the editions. 8. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad on account of I have stuff from 4th edition still in its box. You cannot be judged that harshly. Thanks, Corey. Oh, that's still nice and cold. Okay. Oh, the spine. Yep. Okay. Regular stretches are good. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so. I think now we will move on to the other arm, and then we'll work our way up into these things, which are going to be annoying, but whatever. Right. The thing about painting for me is I set rules. Like, if it's a thing, it's this color. You know? But with chaos, you need an amount of randomness. Because they're chaos. And so that's why I like to try and make it so that there's some overarching unifying dry brushing and things. Hey Lime, how you doing? Things going alright? I'm just having a look at where this oh, it doesn't show you the whole ham. But I'm guessing that every one of these loops is going to be that brass colour, because it is that. Not entirely convinced. I have an idea. Let's see how we get on. So we're going to do this whole section as the darker bronzy brass, because some of the weaponry has this bit on it. The way I'm doing this, because it's all been sprayed in this lead belcher color, which is actually from Colorforge. If you're looking for stuff to undercoat your models, please buy Colorforge. It has made my life easier. Just having standard gray, black, and white. Nice. I've got silver for my Iron Warriors because I can cut some corners. I've got a blue for my Crimson Fists. But yeah, these are, yeah. Since the Indomitus box, oh boy, I have that somewhere. Does anyone want an ice cream? Can you guys hear the ice cream van outside? Those teddy bears, they're having a goddamn picnic. So I think I'm going to go to gold to cap off the hand grips. And then I'll go brass on the end. Yeah. That will balance. Okay. If Andy collected Warhammer 40k minis, and then I thought you meant Andy like mod Andy. Seriously, this ice cream van is like right outside my house. Andy collected it. See all the armies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I honestly, I think the funniest thing would be to see Buzz Lightyear replaced with a McFarlane Miniatures Space Marine, because he's about the same size as Buzz Lightyear, I think. So it'd just be just a straight swap. Like when they say, what would happen if we changed this character? I feel like that's what I'd like to see, you know? Okay, so the thing we've got to do now, we're going to paint the joint on the bottom of this. And now, on the box, it looks like his arm is painted like a really dirty black, so we're going to leave it this silver for now. Kind of go from there. The other thing is, both of these sections are painted. I'm very excited to get to the next step. I really want you guys to see what the next step of this design is. But yeah. This has to be done. We can't rush it. Because it will mess up the final stuff. It'd be funny because all the minis are like tiny. Oh, yeah. Hello, Lord Chunk. Yes, it's me, the disembodied voice of painting miniatures right now. Would you like to see some finished miniatures? So you can believe that I'm capable of painting. There we go, get that done. Definitely going to have to do a bit of tidying up in here. And all these gaps. As long as there's no purple. No purple, actually. But that's an interesting fact. Right, okay. I'll tell you what. Let's wash the brush now before we get into this anymore. So I've been painting this Lamenter to figure out my Lamenter's scheme. I need to get some transfers for the shoulders, but I hand painted the checks and that. Someone just arrived. Oh my god, Johnny! We need selfies. Johnny, please. I'm really pleased. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm really pleased with the text I've done there. I figured out how to get it to look like really like proper script. I've got this guy. Basically, I'm doing a Badab War Army, and it involves 6 different chapters. Super fun. We've got Raptors as well. He needs a bit of work still. Put off buying anything from Games Workshop when they killed all fan stuff. Yeah, their understanding of that is not exactly unflawed, is it? We've got Carcharodons is one of the other chapters. He's not quite finished, and he's a little bit of finishing off. And this guy needs highlights. Like, I've just done the base colours to make sure I could get the green looking good against the black. And, yeah, pretty pleased with that guy. So, Salamanders also happen. But for now, Iron Warriors is like my next big thing. And I wanted to get this guy done while he's just come out. Because I thought that would be nice to kind of share with people. I often find that if you paint the newest stuff, you can make some new friends, which I like to do, especially in the hobby. Now, one of the things I want to do, I'm going to paint this cable, but I think I also want to paint the joint pieces. Oh, the other reason I recommend Colourforge, it doesn't seem to chip. Like, Colourforge seems to hold on to metal models where Games Workshop stuff really doesn't feel like it. I feel like they've done something, and they've really hit like a really good quality with the spray paint. Suffice to say, I extremely rarely buy directly from Games Workshop anymore. which is why you'll see in the title I've got exclamation mark Wayland. And that stuff's 20% off. There's also some other parts and stuff. Actually, I have some stuff to show you guys that I forgot about at the beginning of the stream because I was so excited to get painting. I'll show you in just a minute. Okay. Hey, Dragon, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Things going alright? Also, I can completely understand the whole patience thing. To be fair, as a kid, I didn't think I'd have the patience for it. But as I've gotten older, I've gained an appreciation and my patience has gone way up. But also I found every way I can possibly cut corners so I don't have to deal with things. I think good time zones just don't line up well. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's nice to see you now. It's always nice to see you returning. Okay, so we're going to paint this bit here. I've got to be careful I don't push this off by leaning on it too much. Okay. I don't think I want to do any more than that. I just need to do the pot on there and then do a little bit more gold and then we're good. Right. We're nearly done. Thank you for subbing, Chunk. Hopefully we'll see you again in the future. I tend to do one painting stream a week, but I play lots of other games. I was playing the old Fire Warrior game yesterday. That was an experience. Tomorrow I'm playing a game called Horsey Game, which is an absolute nightmare, but it's hilarious. You'll have a good time if you've got time to drop by. Okay. There we go. So that pot is now coloured. Nice to be there. Oh, I think you'll enjoy it, Nos. Depends on the minis. My worries are basically just silver spray and Nuln Oil. Yeah, so you could just get silver from Colourforge, get your stuff from Wayland. You can do exclamation mark Wayland and you'll be able to support me because I've got a referral link. Hello, Francois. Welcome back. How you doing? So if I'm reading like some of these messages out of order, I'm like missing the occasional one and jumping back. I'm trying my best not to miss stuff. Okay. I'm going to examine the flamethrower to have a little think. Because I'm wondering if maybe the tubes need to be that brass colour. But actually, all this casing is going to be black. So all of this being silver is totally fine. I'm doing the same job here. These are going to be black here. And this section here, which folds over to the other side. And that will break that up enough for it to not be too much. So we've got to do a little bit of gold. Here, here, and here. And there. There's 4 places. And then we're close, okay? I know we're like, you're watching me do like really flat colours and you're like, oh, what is this, a child's drawing? But it gets better, okay? We get there. We're still up because the toddler got out of bed and Chaos is still in bed. That is very nice of you. Just remember, you're doing that so that your spouse can have a sleep. Alright? You're doing a good job. I believe in you. Okay, so let's get this bit painted. Okay. Oh, I am also starting to open up commissions. I know it's not for everyone because, you know, for it to be worthwhile for me, it has to be a certain amount and all that. Because it costs on the paint and the brushes and so on. But yeah, I'm looking at doing that again. It's been a really long time since I've done commissions, and my skill level is so you can have a whole army painted, not so you can have one character that's really cool. It's so you can be like, oh, cool, I can get this whole army done real quick and then just be able to use it. It's a nice raid. Good luck, Vive. Oh, I hope you're aware enough. I hope you get some good luck so that you can get through it. And hopefully you feel better soon. Being ill sucks, so, you know. I don't know. I keep like putting fresh paint down and then losing where I put it. It's very unhelpful. I have to do one last piece. Okay, so there's gold, there's silver, there's bronze, there's not frankincense or myrrh. Hey, Shadow. Yeah, it's going all right. We're getting there. All of us need to do early morning tomorrow. The kid will need to be at preschool at 6:30. Oh boy. Good luck, Nos. Make sure you get some rest. Make sure they get some rest. Otherwise, Chaos will be late for work. Okay. You post this selfie. I'm gonna look right now, Johnny. I bet it looks great. Oh, Pebs has sent me some messages as well. What are you messaging me about? When Pebs, I can't tell you if you want to play a game. I'm sorry. I need to have a look at what that game is. I don't actually know. Let's have a look. It looks good, I think. I think you need to have... I think the scarf I would have looser so it hangs down a bit more like a cravat. Just a little bit, and then it'll be perfect. That's my opinion. The sunglasses are good, though. I like the sunglasses. And the coat, the jacket, very good. Yes, with the shirt, perfect. It was just so small. That's what happens, like, with these things. I find that whenever I buy something that's like one size, it's too small and it's annoying. But otherwise, very good. I'm sorry it was too small, but hopefully... What if you tie two together? Hi, Twack. Pirates? Oh shit, that might actually be really fun. Wait, is that the one where they're mannequins? You did get to fucking tie them together and try it. I want to see. Okay, right. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm spending time gassing up the community to do things. It's a Bible game, but pirates. Ooh, that does sound really cool. Yeah, Silver Gold Man is about to get absolutely assaulted by dirty colours because he's supposed to look like he's been around for 10,000 years. Well, actually 4,000 years, this guy, but whatever. Anyway, so before we start doing all of that, because this is going to downshade everything, we need to colour a few sections because we need them to come up in a slightly different colour, which is going to result in us having 3 colours, which I think is perfect. It's going to look really good. I've just got to figure out where that colour is, actually. I think it's on these. Like... we're just gonna go like that over the top. This just gets a bit of chat. I have a question. Should I send Pebbles the VOD for Horse Game to make it to a highlight video? This green eye looks great. Fuck. Yes. Okay. Pebs, I've got a video for you. By the way, did you set up that sharing thing you wanted to do, or shall I put it in the one that I have access to that Zero very kindly provides me? But I have another sharing thing. Oh my goodness. I wish I had a way to just have a folder that's like synced with you, and then I could just share it that way. But at the moment I have to like upload it to a site. I suppose Dropbox kind of does it, but anyway. Okay, so I've done the drop down bits, I've done the cables. I think those being that lighter color versus everything else being the darker. Well, actually, what haven't I painted with it? I might as well go all in. Except I'm going to need to clean the brush. So this would... No, wait. No. Kinda. It's okay. It's just annoying to have to, like, babysit a drive window, you know? But don't worry too much. The fact is, at the end of the day, we end up with a really good video from you, so I should put in the time. You post a picture in the Discord. What, of your Warhammer? I'm going to have a look. Oh, that's... Yes. This is the good... Yeah, I think that's it. The second picture, Johnny, very good. And then with the tucked in the shirt also looks very good. I like it. Well done. Oh, of the daughter. Right, okay. I was thinking of Warhammer. I'm sorry. How old are they now? They were a tiny babby the last time we saw anything. They are like a functional thing now. It's the best I can describe it. Johnny, you've done very well. It looks very good. Good job. Also, Nos, very good job at keeping a child alive. That's scary. So well done. Okay. So we're just effectively overbrushing this. It's not going to look perfect, but it's going to bring it closer to the gold. And the reason we want it closer to the gold is that once we do the washes and stuff, it's all going to come closer together. Can't wait for a game to be released. It's coming out 4 days after my birthday. It's trying to be a Sims competitor. Oh shit, is that I've forgotten what it's called. Oh my god, but I know the one you mean. And I'm sure you can tell me the name and I'll be immediately like, oh yeah, that was the one. And everyone will believe me. Because I'm telling the truth, but anyway. She should be sleeping, not doing puzzles. Sorry, I just saw that. Why Twitch has a stream streak share at 80? Because it's every 5. Paralives, that's it, yes! Chat, is this something you'd like to see me play? I'm not sure I can afford it right away. This month I bought a few games and it's worked out a bit more expensive than I thought. But we'll see. Wait, Twack, when's your birthday? Have you put it on the notice board? It's only month and day. It's not like you're giving away your actual like date of birth or whatever. But it's always nice because then we can all say happy birthday the moment that it's your birthday. Does not want to sleep, I asked. Oh no! Ask her if she wants to paint your Warhammer so you can get it done and you can buy more. Oh! Dragon, thank you. Oh god. Oh. Legs. Oh, the stretch is needed. Oh, it is on the notice board. I just thought because there was a gap. It's not saying Sims because of what's happening there, but I want to play it so bad. Oh man. Soon you'll have Paralyzed and you'll be alright. Yeah, the DLC stuff is a bit yikes, if you ask me. No, Nos! Nos, we were having such a nice time. And then you had to go and ruin it. It's not my birthday. Do I have to point at the sign? The sign that says there haven't been enough subs for it to be my birthday. Okay, I've realised oh my fucking god. Johnny! Thank you so much for the 9 subs. That's really kind of you. You've already done so many this month. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I feel like I've got that done, but I need to go back and paint this cable. I'm thinking this cable back here should be that copper colour with the gold joints. On those winter pebbles! Hell yeah! I always try and use my prime on pebbles. Because I always... I wish I could pay more for doing the videos. It's sort of literally climbing in me. Oh my god. So, the very least I can do is try and... I've done the wrong thing. This isn't paint I want. The very least I can do is at least give him Amazon's money. Right. But we're very close to the 4,000 view hours. You can literally leave the VOD playlist on, and that counts. We're like 600 view hours away from getting ad revenue. As soon as we get that, my plan is to just give it to Pebs. So that it can pay for more highlight videos. And then I can just like, we could start that snowball effect. That's the goal. I always like it when some of our OGs start saying hi to each other because they've all reappeared at the same time. That's fun. Okay. I think that's the right thing. I know this is starting to look a little bit insane, and like I've just said, yes, metallics are my only thing in life. That's not what's happening here, okay? This is a quality paint job. They figured out if YouTube Premium affects watch hours. Oh, it does. It does affect watch hours. Yeah, it all counts. Because I'd still get ad revenue if you watch with YouTube Premium. So you still count to the view hours as far as I'm aware. The thing is that YouTube intentionally delay showing the numbers for a bit. So that you can't like go, yes, this is exactly how the algorithm works. So it just protects from stuff like that. But if you guys want to go and watch my content to help, you can. My premium gives more money than watching ads. Yeah, it probably does, to be honest. But we don't know yet. We're waiting on finding that out because we haven't got ad revenue yet. But hopefully we'll get there. That would make me happy. Right. So, next job is fixing up the silver and then painting the black areas. The reason we have to paint the black areas is when all these washes go over it. It all makes sense. It's fine. Don't worry. But yeah, Pebs and I have had this conversation, and it's like, up to a certain amount, Pebs gets all of it. Then it starts going to me. Then it starts going to him, and like so on and so forth until we reach like the levels where it starts to get silly. But I don't think we're going to get there. But if we ever do, that's when we have to have another conversation. That's like, what the fuck do we do at this point? Because I've been there with Twitch, and it's always worth having that chat to be like, okay, what do we do now? But this is the thing. I really like the whole all boats rising methodology of like helping each other out and that. It's based on number of views versus premium, which is based on minutes watched. I'm very confused, but okay. Look, whatever happens, we'll figure it out. All I'm saying is, Pebs will appreciate that 80 pence that we get with every video, alright? Oh yeah, it still says 2025 because I haven't split them up yet. I have to spend some time remembering how playlists work. And set it all on that. You can buy a Vim. See? Look at that. Improving Pebble's life. You can buy a Vimto. Not one of the original super sugary ones though, so you know, you won't go super hyper and do some weird edits, so you know, that might take a bit more. We might need to get him like a $5 so we can get like the original sugar ones imported. You can get them in America. And then we can start getting the really weird edits. Like I used to make. If there's like a really weird video in my list of videos, I probably made it myself. Especially if it's not 10 minutes long, I just can't do it. A $5? That's a word, Johnny, I'm sorry. There's video edits with over 40 different lines of effects added. Oh, fuck. That's what my alerts are. Those are 6-second videos, thank you very much. Sorry, can you guys still see this okay? I'm painting his shoulder, but he's so massive that it keeps going off the screen. But like, yeah, when we get to the wash, that's where the payoff is. I feel like I'm doing like there's these guys on YouTube called what are they called? It's like both of them are called Kieran and they're friends and they do Warhammer stuff together. I can't remember what the name of the channel is. It's like the Kieran channel or something, I think. But they often do painting in this style. And I've always wanted to give it a go, but they would often use oils, and I'm like a big no thanks to oils paintings because I just don't enjoy it. Weird choice for a name, the Kieran channel when they're both called Kieran. Yeah, very very strange. It's an odd choice. You think they call themselves I don't know, the beer channel. Clearly. They're funny guys, though. But a lot of the time they do like, can we paint this entire army in 24 hours? And a lot of the time the answer's no. But it's no with extra steps of suffering. And you know what? Fair play to them. That is content that I watched. So therefore they did a good job. If I watched it, then it must have been good. I really hope they know I'm not being rude if they ever see this. I'm being genuinely like, they did a good job. It is a crazy challenge, and it's the kind of thing that I used to do a long time ago. Like, I used to take part in 24-hour charity streams all the time. I would get all the tech for them so that they could do as much as they wanted. A detailed with figures like this, just a Warhammer army. The funny thing is that I did used to paint entire armies in very short amounts of time, but I had systems that allowed me to skip a lot of the work. And you see them every time I do a painting stream. I don't want to spend hours and hours being a perfect painter. I don't want to spend ages going, which is the perfect brush for this either. So I just have a size 0 or a small artificer brush. And I use that for everything, except for when I need a style of brush, so like a wash brush or a dry brush. Those are different. What size is this? I don't know, because I've worn the text off. Never mind, it is a size 0. But yeah, whenever I want to paint stuff, I don't want to spend forever on it. I want it to look good, and I don't want to be like, oh no, I've imperfectly done this. What will the Golden Demon judges think? Because I've never entered Golden Demon, and I'm never going to. Probably. Sorry, I'm getting off track. It's mostly because I'm sat here just painting the interiors of these shoulders, and I know I'm going to have to go back with silver to fix up the knobbly bits. And now I've painted a bit over the gold, so I'm going to have to go back with gold. Welcome to painting, everyone. Let the rage flow through you. It's that's what happens most of the time. Okay, so we're just getting the base color on. And I'm probably going to have to go back into another layer. Definitely fucking up the gold. Hello, Alistair. How you doing? Have you been painting anything lately? Any rockets or stuff? I know that tends to be your go-to. I think you've done most of the major ones. You're very sleepy? That's fair. That is a reasonable way to be. Okay. So I'm just doing the same thing again. Tippy taps. Making my way up here. I'm just looking for everywhere that it looks a bit patchy. Trying not to do too much of this tippy tapping because it can texture the color, and while that's kind of good, we don't want it everywhere. I want these black panels to kind of stick out like a sore thumb almost against the other colors. You can see already, like, that makes such an effective difference. And now I have to paint the lower shoulder pads. Tyranids? Oh, sick! Have you posted any of the Tyranids you painted? I don't think I've ever seen them. Have I? I would like to see what you're painting currently, if you'd like to share. So that lower shoulder is now going to be black as well. No, because I have finished one. Oh, please share the finished one, please. I want to see it. Okay, I want to get in here and get the edge of the pad here. I'm going to have to use some of the paint on the brush so that the brush thins down, because I've picked up a full lot of paint. Let's get up in here. I'll do. Well, I've got the right amount of paint. I'm going to do the other side. Okay, that's done. Okay. This is also helping me figure out if I should actually go back to painting, spray painting them black first, but I don't think I will, to be honest. I think being able to go straight to this stage is pretty good. Hello, Renee. You didn't know that it wasn't your sister's birthday? Your own sister? Renee! Okay, so we need a second layer just to strengthen this out. This, water it down a little bit. There we go, that's nice and strong. Hey, Sassy! Thank you. Black with the gold looks so good. So there's a different group called Black Legion, and their colour scheme is black with gold trim, and it's a really effective colour scheme. The black for hot pink. Oh my god. Is that on account of the tentacle pink paint? I don't actually have any pink paints right now, I don't think. I've got purples, but I haven't had need of a pink paint yet. I did used to use it in one of my schemes, but it's been a while. There's use for all paints, which is probably why grey is my favourite colour, which is what I've realised. Never ask me what my favourite colour is, chat. I have a lot of stuff to do prepping for my sister's birthday, though. But when is it? We don't know, Renee. Have you found out? Do we know when the birthday is now? Okay. So we're just going to get inside here painted as well. This is probably for the best, because this is probably not well covered by the silver paint. You may also notice that, like, most of the time I'm going to have to do this black paint twice, because Silver is quite a strong colour. Stands out really well. It's in 4 days. Okay, we now know. You now know exactly when it is. Well done. Right, get your prep done. You gotta make sure she has a good birthday now, because you got it wrong before. You gotta make up for that. Okay, that's one solid black shoulder pad. Now the thing about doing these, it'll go soon here for like 45 minutes, no worries. Ah, wrong paint. That would have gone wrong. Extra careful to make him look. Corey, why you like this? Are you just upset that I've gone from Space Marines to Chaos Space Marines? Are you upset that I'm not painting Loyalists right now? There's much difference watching from Twitch or from YouTube. YouTube has a longer delay on the live stream, because otherwise the quality takes a dip or something. I can't remember. Oh no, it was to save on processing, because Twitch is my main place. Otherwise, are they the same? They're probably the same. I send the same thing to them. Oh, you don't have emotes on YouTube. At least not in the same way. Or thanks for that, Renee. Grey is your favourite colour too? Yeah. I only realised recently that I think grey might be. I think it's part of my realising that I'm autistic. I'm gonna do the thing where I can be like, am I? And it's like yes or no. I gotta do that. And I'm not talking about just some internet survey. Don't consider all loyalist chapters loyal. That's fair. Especially like the Minotaurs, for example. Cheeky bastards. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thank you, Renee. I'm enjoying painting. It's quite nice to get back to this. So the next thing I need to do, I've got to paint the gun casing. I've got to paint this gun casing and this casing. I've got to paint the bit here. That's going to be black as well. And then I think I'm going to paint the waist plates. And then we're done. No, his shins need doing too. God damn it. There's a lot. We need a sub goal. It's just chat picks the base colours for a Warhammer mini. Oh shit. That's such a good idea, Twack. I'll tell you what. If next week's painting stream goes as well as the last couple have been going, right, and we keep having good painting streams, next month, the 400 sub point goal will be chat gets to decide everything on a model. All right. Dark Angels and Blood Angels have some very confused lore, at least on like their old stuff, and so it makes everything harder to work out. Thank you, Renee. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But yeah, what do you guys think? That can be the next goal. This month's 400 sub point goal is Trees Hate You, which seems to be an utterly ridiculous game. Also, next month is my partnerversary, so we need to have a little plan about what we're gonna do. And if anyone has any suggestions, I am listening. Because I actually don't have a lot of ideas right now. I've been kind of consistently doing eventful stuff. End up with a very chaotic figure. I'm completely happy with that. Then they end up being what's called a member of the Crayon Eaters chapter. which is just to have lots of different colours on everything. I was painting this. Okay. This poor silver is getting like absolutely beat up by me, like just occasionally missing a little bit. Probably need to get more pink if you set that sub. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get like some missing paints because there are some base colors I just don't have, and so I will have to pick those up. Thing is, I'll do my best to paint every panel nicely. Okay. I don't know what it is. It's always the gun cowlings that I find the worst to paint. They're just the most awkward. I'll paint them here as well. You might notice that some of what I'm doing here looks really messy. And it's semi on purpose. Turns out I've actually got to paint quite a lot of this black, which is kind of annoying. Hello, Renee. 5 is the... how many... Oh, pole, yeah. Yeah, the max you can have is 5. But we can set some things up. I'm sure I can talk to Sarah about some ideas for how to make it as ridiculous as possible. And then Cyril will just add it to Silver Wolf and be like, boom, new feature, everyone. Because, you know, Cyril's Professor Farnsworth now, apparently. Good news, everyone. I've added another feature to absolutely fuck up your favorite streamer's day. Okay, right, that's the gun cowling done. I gotta do his waist plates. I gotta do his shins. Oh, God, I've got to do all the way around his shins. Well, I could do half shins. But then equally, I don't really want to do half shins. And I haven't done the guns. Oh, God, what is... Oh. Tried to sneak past the Twitch ads by jumping to YouTube, but it just paused the ads on Twitch because you're on the phone. Oh, I'm sorry. I wish I could turn those off for you, but the only way to do it is for you to get a sub. But you might get lucky. Someone might gift you one. There are some very kind people here, as you know. Right, so... I got to go up here. I'm going to start by doing this really boring gun cowling. And then we'll move on to the more interesting one on the other side. The other thing I like about this model is there's actually some battle damage. I just... well... I was gonna say I just wish they had it on like more of the basic troops, but actually, if the gun damage, if the weapon, sorry, if the general damage is the same, then it no longer looks like damage. Like, what's the point? Oh, I was saying if we did a sub goal where people can vote for what colors they want, I wonder if we could work out a way to make it so that we could comfortably have more than 5 options. And I said that you would happily end up creating another thing to ruin a streamer's day by letting chat make their life miserable. Okay, I gotta clean this brush. Little Bendy. Is she gonna come and say hi? Sorry, I'm just having some focus time. I'm realizing I need to paint around this. Okay. That's okay, Renee. Before the stream? Well, I would like everyone to be able to vote during. I'd want it to be like, okay, what colour is the shin? And then I have to paint that. And we'll see if chat manages to coordinate themselves well enough to make a cool looking marine. Or if it just looks like a hell thing. Oh, did you mean like the system? What is this from? Dawn of War 2, of course it is. Kind of both, the system and the vote. Oh, okay. Maybe what we could do... I'm saying this like we're going to get 400 sub points next month. But what we could do is have like a big vote and then break it down to like the 5 options. And then every time they vote on that... No, that doesn't seem quite crazy enough, does it? Okay, so that casing is black now. Yeah. I think deciding the vote options will be the big thing. If we have to go with just 5 options. We could go back to the old school and use straw poll. Do you guys remember straw poll? A long time since I've used that. Just filling in some of these gaps. I don't know why though, because I'm going to wash this to fill them in. Oh, what? Oh, sorry. Thank you, Corey. Hey, Darko. Thank you. Straw poll. Yeah, straw poll could be a good way to go. Oh, God. What we could do is we could have a vote for the colours and then a vote for the shade. Yeah. Anyway, something to think about if we manage to make 400 sub points next month. Right now, our goal is for me to play Trees Hate You, which is a game about suffering. And we're currently 50 sub points away from Frosty and I having to do another what's it called? Split fiction stream, which should be really fun. Actually, we might only be 35 away from that. I'm eligible for rehire, which is cool. Maybe if they fix their shit, I'll come back in 7 years. I think losing someone that's been there for 7 years, I think they fucked up there. If you ask me, that's a huge failing on their part. Right. You know, I'm starting to realise that potentially more and more of this is closer to a Black Legion guy. I'm a bit scared. I'll dice 5 times and chat chooses from the rolled colours. Oh shit, that could be good. They're willing to give up someone who was there 7 years over shit they didn't even do. That's how you know it's time to find a new job and go somewhere else. I'm sure you're going to have a much better time at this new place. Yeah, so you might notice there's still some silver showing through in places. But that will be fine. The point of using washes a lot of the time is to cover up these things. Entire development team fit in a single room. Now it barely fits in a Zoom call. Jeez. I mean, yeah, they're fucking up letting you go, but let them fuck up. Let them come back to you and ask for double the salary when they desperately need you. I started. Wow. I mean, you've done all right then. You know, eventually, This is going to look good. But it's not right now. I know this looks like severely different and stuff. It will look good when it's done, okay? There'll be this sudden stage where you're like, oh my god, he knew what he was doing all along. I know none of you believe me right now. But you will, okay? Because hard. Yeah, this is Never Forgive by Legio Symphonica. I believe this is Warhammer inspired rather than being from anything in Warhammer. I never believe in my own painting skills, so fair enough. Sometimes I have found myself thinking like, oh, there's no way I can improve this and like make it any better. I can't figure it out. And then I'll just hit on this one thing and be like, oh, that's what I needed to do, you know? I'm thinking for my Iron Warriors that when I'm gonna have like only a few squads overall, judging by the list I've been kind of workshopping with Owen. I'm thinking about replacing like any heavy weapon toting Marines with servitors, because I've got a bunch of servitors and I thought that'd be a cool way of adding in more Mechanicus stylings. Just gotta get. This brush might be getting on for its last legs, you know. A nitro? It's the not so cataphracti guy, I know. It's the Indomitus, but I stole the shoulder pads of a cataphracti guy. Was it Indomitus? Is that the name of the armor? I can't remember now. The armor that was Gorgon, whatever. I have no idea what that is, Renee. Zero clue, I'm afraid. You might notice though, Nitra, that my servo arms are different. Like I've got this one from an original, sorry, a 4th edition Tech Marine that I'm painting right now. And then the other one I've put a classic flamer end on. It's an art app. Oh, I see. So I've missed one last bit on the flamethrower. Then I've got to do his legs. And then I can finally put some wash on this thing. I feel like with this song, they were like, right, we've got the bells guy in today. We've got to do at least one song with bells. Okay? He's the director's nephew or something. There is music playing. Can you not hear it? You can hardly hear it. Really? According to this, it's very similar. It's like only just under my volume. I'll turn it up a little bit. Can you hear it now? That's like competing with my voice. On my end. It's better? Okay. Chat, have you all just been listening to... Have you just been listening to me spout garbage this whole time? I really thought, you know, you needed some background noise. I can't believe it. I've been polite. Yeah, apparently. Sorry. I had no idea. It sounded like tiny Latin chants. It's just, you know, like half the models on my table. That's what they do. It's really annoying when I'm trying to stream other games and they're just like Latin chanting. And I'm just like, please, I'm trying to play a game right now. And there's just these little tiny men going, please, paint us, but in Latin and as a chant, in the hope that I will listen to them. Tiny lattice! The server rack is assembled. Hell yeah, Zero. Let's go. Like, assembled as in it has the servers in it, or assembled as in you've built the frame? What are we talking here? Assembled as in built frame. Okay, got a bit to do yet then. Sarah, how easy is it to build a pie hole? Because I've been thinking about making one because of all these like bad actor ads that are starting to get round the other ad block stuff. Okay, I'm gonna clean the brush. Dead easy. Standard install, then run a script. Seriously. Okay. Well, time to dig out one of my spare Raspberry Pis. It's just with Google, like, blocking ad block stuff. I want to try and find a new solution. And that seems like the best option. Does it allow you to allow ads on certain websites? Because then I can allow ads for, like, YouTubers I support, stuff like that. You don't get more views. Darko, have a look in the on the Twitch. I've got a decent amount of people there. But if you'd like to help me with the YouTube, if you know anyone else who watches YouTube stuff, send the stream their way. That's what we'll do it. If you have friends who use the internet, send them the stream, and you'll help me out massively. It's purely blocking at the DNS level. Right. Okay, that's unfortunate. Because I'd like to be able to allow certain, like, channels and stuff. I want to be able to support. I guess I'll just have to, like, get YouTube Premium. But then that removes all ads anyway. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things in this stuff, you know? So I'm just painting this man's butt plate. Just give me a minute. It's very important. All games I play, so I will tell them. Amazing, Darko. Go for it. You know, if all 376 friends subscribed, we would almost be at 2,000 subscribers. Wouldn't that be incredible? On YouTube. Just try not to annoy them. That's the only thing I'd say. You know? If you go and tell them and then they're like, oh, I'm not interested in that kind of thing. Just leave them to it. You know? Okay, I don't think I accidentally painted his butt. There is a lot going on back here. When I look at it on the camera, I really realise how much is going on with these colours. I've also had to turn down the lights because the reflections on the silver were making it hard for everyone to see what was going on. Which I just think is hilarious. Okay, so let's get that in there. They won't get mad at anyone for 10 to 12 years. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Well, that's very kind of you, Darko. I appreciate it. I would encourage them all to come over to Twitch, because it's my favourite place to do stuff, because I can have all sorts of integrated things, but got to be at least 13 to use that as well. just bear in mind. I know a lot of people just use YouTube, so it's fair enough. Sorry, I know it's a bit hard to show you guys this panel, just because of it being so tucked in against everything else. We are so nearly there. Okay. Should technically be working, but every time I look back at stream, he's looking more snazzy. Thank you. He's going to look really dirty soon. So enjoy him while he's snazzy. Our next job is shins. Some of this black painted areas I'm going to paint with caution things. So if I just show you the reference, see how he's got like these caution stripes? That's a big part of the Iron Warriors color scheme, so we've got to go through and do all that. Once we've painted these shins, the next job is to go back with the silver, do some tidy up. Go back with the gold, do some tidy up. And then wash the crap out of this man until he's a different color. But that is all part of what we have to do. But it'll look really good when he's done. You just have to believe, chat. Hey, how'd it go, Above Earth? I said good luck, but I think you'd already left by then. I like game or channels that are good but don't have many players or views. Oh, we do have mods, so you don't need to worry about that bit, but I appreciate that. Good mood live for me, skating. Oh! I thought you had your... Oh, sorry, no, that's tomorrow. No, it'll be tomorrow, won't it? Yesterday you said you had an exam today and I was confused. And now I'm more confused. So you just went skating, right, okay. I've confused myself. I hope you're doing well. I hope it was fun. And it sounds like it was. Yesterday is today. That's tomorrow. Ah, okay. Well, I hope it goes well tomorrow. And I'm glad you had a good time skating. I'm having a good time painting this model. And I'm realizing that I thought I'd be able to speedrun painting my Iron Warriors. I'm not entirely convinced I'm going to be able to. Although this guy is massive, so maybe that's an unfair comparison, you know? Hello, Renee. Oh, thank you, Dragon. I will do that in just a moment. Let me just finish off this bit of paint. Trying my best not to waste paint. Oh, Above Earth, you will have missed Twack's suggestion that we do a stream where chat get to vote for what colours things get painted. So I'm going to make that next month's 400 sub point goal. And I also said I would like suggestions for what to do for the partnerversary, because I haven't got many ideas at the moment. It's been a lot more than 45 minutes, has it? Oh. Can you guys hear this music in the background? It just sounds like an electrostatic fart. I'm kind of wondering if I should just paint half a panel on the other leg. I'm not sure yet. But I'll do those redemptions in a second. Space Marine Tea Party here. Electric static farts. Okay, you could hear it. Wonderful. Infrasound levels of low rumble. I mean, that's not bad, Jacko. Okay. Just going to try and get this first layer. There we go. Oh. One shin. 20 hertz. Okay. Did you find that? You test it, I guess. Oh, the other thing to take into account, Alistair, when you're listening to videos like that is, can your sound equipment also handle it? Oh, there we go. It's quite likely that some of the lower frequencies on, like, stream stuff may not go through. Thinking about it. I hadn't even thought about that before. Did you know the original PlayStation startup sound didn't sound the way that most people heard it? Because most people's televisions didn't have a good enough sound thing. Like, that it couldn't output the sound well enough. So only certain people heard the full original PlayStation 1 launch sound. And the one that most people know is in fact only half of it. Yeah, compression can also mess up the sound. Fortunately, you need less data for sound versus picture. So the bitrate for that can be a lot lower and stuff. Can't hear anything. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, everyone's got different sound stuff. I don't know, there's just a lot of potential for it being not quite, you know, different for everyone and stuff like that. That's all. Because when I used to listen to the FLAC versions of songs, suddenly there would be more in the song that just wasn't there before. Yeah, microwaves. Ah, yes. Because of their name. I get it. That'd be really annoying. You wouldn't be able to have a microwave. And your neighbors probably wouldn't be able to have microwaves, because you'd just be like trying to do stuff. Just hear everyone's microwaves. Lunchtime's a fucking nightmare, you know? The Schwarm machine. Hello, Sam. How are you doing? I'm doing... 3 days ago, I got to basement. Oh, I see. You went in your basement. 2 joysticks, one from 1991, one from 2015. You feel old. I mean... in my brain... that's not that old, which makes me sad. Right, okay, so that's a nice solid black layer. It will get the yellow stuff. I was taught I had to go into town to get these extra paints earlier, I told you guys. I was chatting with the guy at Games Workshop, because only Games Workshop is open and has these that I know in my area. And I was saying to him, like, we were talking about gold trim and stuff because it's so prevalent on Chaos Marines. And then he was like, oh yeah, and hazard stripes. And I was like, well, I've just done Lamenta shoulder pads, so it's actually a break in my brain. Because that is a Lamenta's shoulder pad. cross-hatching or checkers on a curved surface, it's a freaking nightmare. And the microphones are so annoying. Yeah, those beeps. Haha, I didn't mean the beeps. When Frosty's parents had their kitchen redone, her family dog didn't like the high-pitched sound that was like the general sound for all of their new appliances. And so half the time she wouldn't go in the kitchen. Fortunately, she's deaf as a post now. Sound of electricity. Oh, do you know what? Crosstalk on wires is the most annoying thing. When you've got a power cable next to an audio cable and it interferes, oh. That's just Renee's thing for some reason, Darko. I don't really know why. They've just decided that's their thing. There's also research that suggests that I'm one of sensitive to these sounds. Oh, really? That's interesting. I wonder if I'm in that category. I might be. I also may have removed myself from that category by listening to a lot of heavy metal. It's 'cause... Renee, that's because everyone thinks you're yelling at them. And they're like, why are they yelling at me? What did I do to deserve this yelling? You know, I'm not sure this brush is going to survive much longer. I have backups because of how readily I destroy paintbrushes. They just don't last. I just lose the point on them, and one day I'll learn how to make them last forever, but it's not this day. Still hear stuff? Fair enough. Oh, my watch yell at me saying I'm in a loud environment, it will affect my hearing. Oh god. How many figures do you usually get through per paintbrush? Before I moved to using these brushes, 10. But they were cheap brushes, so it wasn't too surprising. Now, I would say I can probably do... If I treat it properly... 50? Somewhere between 50 and 100, I would say, but that's like such a broad number. I know time-wise, when I'm really into my painting, it'll last me a month. And that's if I'm painting almost every day. So it's not terrible, it's just that I think I just push the brushes because I use them so much. There's no rest period. I'm just like, ah, yes, it is painting time now, and then paint until I am burned out. Okay, let's try and get it. It's a bit of a mess in there, but we can get away with that. That's fine. We'll fix it up on the next round. Hello, how's it going? Chat, first rank is someone that you should go and follow because I'm often in their Discord asking for thoughts on stuff I'm working on. Can someone do a shout out for first rank, actually? That would be really nice. It'd be nice to help them out because they are good people. I'm sure Above Earth will get that for us in a minute. I think Frog's probably fallen asleep. Thank you, Above Earth. There we go. And now I like being able to jump into your Discord and ask for like opinions on stuff. I'm in a couple of others and a lot of them are either too quiet or they have those actually people, and I'm sick of that shit. I don't need no actually people in my life. Like, when I was chat, make sure you go and give First Rank a follow. They do their own Warhammer related stuff, and I think you'll like it. You have your own Discord at YouTube. You guys don't know as much Warhammer-y things. Like, it's just how it is. Like, I was asking on there about this because I got a lot of good feedback. It's just, you know, I knew I'd get Warhammer-specific feedback. Yeah, there's like a good active core of a few people that are very helpful when I want to like ask about Warhammer things. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's also very easy to accidentally click on the following button. It used to be very easy to do and then not realize, which was worse. Okay, so we're just going to get this second layer. Fill this all in. And soon I will get to do the washes that make this look really good. Whereas right now it's all base colors and looks weird. What Chaos was when you asked? 1,000 Suns or something? Yeah, something like that. It's almost 5 a.m. here. Oh my god, yeah. Dragon, go get some sleep. Thank you for dropping by. It's been nice to see you again. I hope we see you more in the future. And there are insects. And the insects are dinosaur-shaped and therefore cool. Okay, that's all you need to know if you like dinosaurs, for sure. Okay, so we've done all the black. So now we need to go back with silver, lead belcher. Do you play Roblox? No. I've never played Roblox, and I don't really trust the company that makes Roblox because of some of the things that they've said. So I wouldn't let my kids play it. And now it is 5 a.m. Oh, I see. I woke up randomly at 3 a.m. and saw you streaming. Ah. Go and get some rest. Hopefully we'll see you again, but make sure you rest. It's very important. Okay. So I'm going to go around and do cleanup. And then once I've done cleanup, I'm going to dry brush this whole thing silver. Hello, Bendy. Can't believe it. You've made it. Renee's sister is real. I don't trust it, but they're good games though. That's fair. Most of the time those games are copies of other stuff though. As well. So I'm like... Oh, for God's sake, really? Okay, well we can get over that, that's fine. Right. So we're just going to check for overpaint, which I think we're mostly going to get away with. This is mostly drying on the brush. Wonderful. Oh, thank you, Dragon. Oh, I did the other one, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, the spine. Enjoy your lurk above Earth. I just don't trust in general, but you're alright. Fair enough. Shut down everything. Oh, boy. Good luck, Ciro. I hope it all starts safely without any problems. I know that's the thing, isn't it? Okay, so we got the silver. I just need to fix up some bits. Like that. There. So I'm going to try and fix up all the silver first, and then I'm going to go back and do any gold that needs cleaning up, which shouldn't be too bad overall. And then I'm going to finally be able to start making a mess of this model, which will make sense as we go on. Oh, okay. That seems pretty good. That's fine. Clean up the cap. There we go. It's nice to finally paint one of these properly. Last time I painted any of this stuff was a long, long time ago. Wait, did I actually... Oh, I don't think I did the second colour for that. That all looks good. It looks like it's supposed to be a skull there, but I don't think it is. Okay, that's all cleaned up. That'll do the job. Arm's all good. Arm's good there. I'll probably spot things as we go. But the main areas aren't overpainted, so we're all good. So the next thing to do is just to clean up all of the bolts. There is some music on. Can you guys not hear it at the moment? It seems like it's coming out differently for different people, which is very weird. Hello, Warhammer. Close enough. Okay. Right, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm supposed to paint these little bolts. Get that one under there. Got another one under his leg here. Oh god. One more around the corner here. Then I've just got to do the ones on his shoulder. A bit more paint. There were demons in my basement. Wonderful. It's Warhammer music. It's the sound of spooky, scary skeletons. Okay, so a little bit more silver. I think I got away with a lot of the gold over paint, so I think we'll be alright. Hello, Dedith. This is the new one. What is it called? Kravik Morn. But I've changed the arms up on the top. So there's a few little differences. Anyway, he looks really flat right now. It's because I'm getting the colours in before I do some washes that will add all of the depth and colour that we need. But in order to do that, there's a whole bunch of cleanup I have to get done, and it's such a pain, but it'll look really good when it's done. We're just about to approach the first wash, but I've got to get like some cleanup done first. Fix up the gold. My shoulder. Okay, that's all done. I'm giving one more layer here. Just realised I need to go back and fix the bolts in here, actually. I hadn't even thought about that. Okay. I called the police. I mean, it's fair enough. Okay. So, just the servo arm needs a little bit. Okay. Right, that looks pretty clean. Now we need to make it not clean. Now the question is, I think I'm going to paint the handle grips before I do the first layer of wash. Which I know, we're still going. Still not quite there, but we will get there. Got to go home early. Oh boy. I've heard stories like that. We had stories like that when I was at school. I just made myself sound really, really old. Jeez, that nearly made me jump. Frosty's being rude in the other room. So all of this is going to look just way too bright. Just realised where I need to tidy up some silver here. But once we get the wash on this, it's all gonna come together. I didn't mess up the silver. That there. Now we just need to get this last bit. Alright, soon we get to ruin all this hard work. What goal am I doing? Face reveal? I've revealed my face plenty. I just don't like to use face cam on stream very much. Also, my face cam broke. There's a new one on Throne, but like, it's expensive. So. Okay. Okay, so, right. Next job. Dry brush. Hello, Toasted Berries. Welcome back. How's your family stuff? Did you have a good time? Right, here we go. So, we've done all this, right? And he looks super bright. We have to make him brighter before we make him darker. But this is going to tone everything and then lead to the next layer, I hope. I have to do just the right amount of silver, or this will be too much and it will kill all of the work we've done. So I've got to make sure there's little enough on the brush. That should do the job. I'm not convinced that's working yet. It might be too watery, you know? Yeah, that's not really working. It's like there's just water in this. No. It was great. Good, I'm glad. Drawing, cool. I hope you're having a good time with it. Right, I've given this a good shake. I've got paint on my finger, which is not good. We don't want that. Let's get that off my hand. Okay. So, we've got freshly shaken. This is supposed to be a much higher density of pigment, so that when you dry brush it, it comes out really nicely. Problem is, it doesn't seem to be doing what I want it to. Oh, that's better. Remember all that black we spent so long painting? Well, now I'm ruining it. Isn't this the Fallout theme? No, it's Space Marine 2. What am I saying? Don't mind the wiggling arm. It's not quite spreading the way I want it to. Thanks, Corey. I will do that in just a minute. There we go. I also forgot to drill the barrels before I spray painted this. Okay, I'm going to need a little bit more. Hello, Hungry Hedgehog. I know. I don't want it to be clean. So what I'm doing is I'm getting all the colours on, and then I'm going to wash it down with like dirt colours and stuff. So we're going to use black to really shade it all down, and then browns to give it that kind of oily, slick look. There we go. That's what we want. So this is probably going to get another layer of this later. Yeah, need some more. This, I'm going to go through quite a lot of this doing this dry brush, but it needs it to look good. What game is that? I've missed the conversation about a game. Oh, TF2, I see. God, I haven't played TF2 in forever. It's been a really, really long time. Okay. Oh, but I knew it would happen. I broke his mecha dendrite off. It's fine. I've broken one of his arms. It's fine. Only his little arm.
His little arm?
Yeah, his little tentacle arm.
I can't believe you've broken him.
Yeah, well, it was only had a very small attachment point.
You know that he's really disappointed in you right now.
It's fine. And it's got.
Yeah, you're right, Frog. You're absolutely right.
Ollie. Alright. I'm just ruining all the hard work I did, don't worry. Because I need this as the highlight on everything before I then wash it to give it all of the shading.
Right. I
It'll-
can't help but notice you're taking all of the paint off the paintbrush you just put on it.
Yeah, it's called dry brushing. Take most of the paint off so that when you put it over the thing, it only catches the edges.
Has chat seen the Tile of Doom?
I don't think they have, but don't pick it up because the water pot's on it.
Okay.
That's not,
Renee.
the tile of doom is my my palette effectively. But yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this until I feel like I've got everything. And then I'm going to have to go back after the wash and do it again.
Break the other arm off by the looks of things.
They're a bit wiggly. But I have to dry brush it all. Right, okay. So, he now no longer looks like a...
Is the dry brushing these like little silvery bits?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like all the edges have got caught, and so everything's gone a bit silver and a bit more merged together. Whereas before he looked very separated out. I'm just going to... I had to turn the light down slightly
No, I heard.
because the silver was so reflective. Right. Now it's time for stage 2 of destroying all the hard work we've done.
Okay, I'm leaving now.
Okay, bye. I love you.
Love you.
Are you sure it looks amazing? I think it's done a good job of pulling everything together. This was the plan. I had not tested this scheme. All I had done was a bit of wash and a bit of gold to realize that actually I need to go and buy a new goal. That was it. And then all I've done is look at the box and go, okay, how the hell do we get something like that? And this is where we're going. So obviously mine's a bit more golden, but that's fine. So the next job is to wash everything black. This will work, okay? It's amazing the difference this can make, right? Oh, hang on. Sorry, I've just got to shake up the washes because they need to be... I need to make sure they come out matte. I can't look at the box and figure out colours. Oh, I struggle with it too. But I'm going to have to glue this on and do it separately, but it's all silver, so that's not the end of the world. Yeah, my... What I do is I have to get some colours and then I just use my approximations. So my stuff doesn't look the box art, but it does follow it somewhat. Anyway, so this is the next step. And this is so we can have all the shades. So we've done all the lights, now we've got to do all the darks. All the darkness and shadows. Now the only problem with this is that I got this new pot and the lid doesn't stay open. Oh, I've realised why. Oh my god, I might be able to fix it. I've done it. I think I did it. I need to do some more, but... There we go. Oh my god, that makes life so much easier. So... Basically... We need to slather it in a black wash. And this will begin our journey into shading. So we'll fill in all the holes. Everything that didn't look quite right will be fixed by this. I hate looking at this before I've done a wash. So the fact that I managed to go the whole stream without giving in and starting the wash is, you know, impressive. But yeah, the whole guy needs a wash of this. This is the first time I've not done the wash at every level, and I've waited. And I feel like there's a payoff to be had here. And considering it's taken nearly the whole stream to get to this stage, it better be a bloody good payoff. So his legs are actually absolutely caked in this stuff. Which is what we want, because he's got to look dirty and horrible. His armor's thousands of years old and not the best kept. And we want that to be obvious when you look at the model. This will bring all of the tones down and bring them all in line with each other. And I forgot to repaint the vents, but we can fix that later. Not the end of the world. Hello, Regulash. You do War Machines? As in War Machine, the tabletop game? Because I have some old War Machine that I bought once just to paint a really nice little group. It's a bit chipped now and probably needs some fixing up. But yeah, I've got a little bit of it. What do you mean, like tanks and stuff? Because I've got tanks too. Got a couple of them sat next to me that I'm going to have to do. And also, this Iron Warriors army requires tanks. But this is one of the things I really like about Chaos. I feel like it has to have... I feel like Space Marines have individual sections, but Chaos require some things across every level, like every color, in order for it to all fit in just the right way. And it feels like such a different experience, even though they're both Space Marines. Yes, Frosty? One of my what? Sorry? Yeah. Okay. Did you already have it? You knew I would have said yes. But thank you for asking. Sorry, I have to keep blowing away the bubble that appears. Okay. And you might notice that I'm not too worried about putting on double layers in places. My only worry is that we'll end up with bubbles, and I just have to get rid of those. That's the only issue. But you can see it all coming together. Hey, Owen! Whoa! Hell yeah! Owen, you managed to dodge all of the long layering steps. I've just got to the first wash. It's taken me 3.5 hours to paint this guy. But he does have a lot of detail, so I'm not too surprised. Okay. I got to blow all the bubbles out of the various gaps. Sickle day. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. But yeah, I'm just sloshing on all the wash now. But I think you'll like this scheme. I'll show you it properly in a sec.
Warning, raid incoming.
Oh, Haley! Thank you for the raid!
Warning, raid
Oh,
incoming.
and Azza! Hello! What were you guys playing today? I'm just drowning a guy, don't worry about it. Were you guys playing together? I would assume so, considering you both raided. Hi, Haley! Hey Azza, hey Deacon. What were you guys playing? I want to know. The information, I must have it. Double raid, yeah. These are my hands, yep, mm-hmm. I'm just drowning a guy and think, Pokemon. As I lost to a clam. Oh no. Soul Lock. Oh, the co-op thing. I remember you saying about it. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think I'm also finally following Haley now, right? Which means I can raid either of you. Oh God, I've got to wash so much more of this. Hey, Spec! Died to a malfunctioning street lamp! Oh God. Above Earth, are you still here at the moment? Oh no, I think he's AFK. I think all my mods are AFK because Frog's not very well. I will get more mods soon. And then we can do shoutouts much more quickly. But I have to finish this wash, otherwise it's going to come out all uneven, which is a real pain in the ass. And he's such a big model that I don't have much choice. Oh, Twack! Twack! Oh, hello. Can we... Thank you, Frosty. Okay, no, I do have mods. They're just here now. Right, we've got a shout out for Azza, and then I think we have to wait, and then we can do one for Haley as well. They're lurking? Okay. Well, thank you. Oh, it doesn't work that way, Darko. Being a mod is like a whole thing. You have responsibilities. And I annoy you all the time. But there we go. Now we kind of have both. It's going good. So I've spent the whole time painting this guy. Then I dry brushed him and it all started to come together. It's only in the last few minutes that he's really started to look like a miniature that actually fits together. Because originally he was just like a bright silver. And I've just started doing all the stuff that like pulls it all together and makes it look like a single color scheme. As soon as I've eventually done this wash, I will show you some of the other stuff I've painted. Because this guy's very different in his being chaos and stuff. Usually I paint loyalist marines. I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you. Are you guys having fun with your Nuzlocke, Soul Lock, thingamabob? Your Pokemon run. Have you been enjoying it? It sounds like it may have ended, because apparently Azza is bad. I don't know. Emotionally exhausting, yeah. I'm sure Azza will explain the basics of it, or Haley will. You just lost 3 to 4 today. It's still good. Okay, cool. So your run is still going. The run lives. That's what we like to hear. Okay, just trying to... I'm nearly done here, okay? It's just doing a wash really takes a lot. You have to really... Especially when it's needed to really shade stuff. I've got to make sure it doesn't pull too much in certain places. And then make sure it pulls enough in others. It's super helpful that way. Okay, I'm not sure if I got all back here. The good thing is it doesn't matter if I do multiple washes. It'll still look good. Okay, did I do the underside? Doing it now. Unfortunately, I knocked one of his mechadendrites off and I've got to fix that. But, right. That, I think, is every surface except in here. And here. Hang on, I'm nearly done. Okay? And I'll show you guys what else I've painted so you get an idea of how different the things can be. Okay, there we go. Right, yes, he's had his first wash. That's really shaded him all together. Next job will be browns. Hey, Kels. Nice. It's amazing how far these things come, isn't it? From looking super flat. So, one of my most recently painted is this Lamenter's Marine. And yes, that is a freehand checkerboard. And yes, it was annoying to paint. I also quite like how the script turned out on the Purity Seal there. And then we've got a red scorpion that I painted. Quite pleased with how he turned out. Still needs his base doing. We got this guy. I had to buy a lighter green to highlight him because I feel like it doesn't show up as well as it should. Also, I have to repaint his foot because I had to re-glue him to the base. Red Lobster Marine. We've also got Carcharodons that I'm working on. I haven't done any Howling Griffins yet, but I will be. And Salamanders, who are nice bright green. This one hasn't been highlighted yet, so I got to go back. But this was just to check that the balance of colour would look good. But yeah, that's the kind of thing I've been working on. It's been really fun. I've got some really bright colour schemes to do. That's your colour, yeah. I forgot about this today because I was just doing one model, but I've been naming the models in my Bad Ab War army. You're right about that one? Yeah. I said you'd like it. I've got, for this guy, I've got this green as the highlight. I know it looks acidically green, but it will look good. Okay, Azza, no worries. Enjoy your food. So, I'm pretty pleased with how this guy's turned out. However, I knocked his Mechadendrite off, which means I'm going to have to do that separately. I'm going to glue it on and then do it all separately. So what do we think? Have I gotten closer to the box? I think we've done pretty well there. I think I have magically made it to close to the box art. The next job is also, by the way, the box art I showed you, they will have edge highlighted that. Too much work. I don't want to be out here edge highlighting every single edge with a brush. Dry brush. Dry brush is just as good. So my next job is I've got to get those brown tones on him. So once he's dried, I will probably, yeah, I think it's going to be Agrax Earthshade, which is this color, poopy brown. He's going to be poopy brown color. Oh, that's not done, Owen. That's the last job. So, this is going to be hazards. This is going to be hazards. This is going to be hazards. I think that's it. I don't think I need more than that. So there'll be hazards all over this shin. Hazards on like the ends of this arm. And then hazards on that shoulder, and it's all good. Saving the best till last, yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of waiting on doing the poopy brown now. But I've got this. This is my test model that I used to figure out like what washes looked good. I had another one here as well. So this guy, I did just Agrax on this leg to see if I could get away with it. And I think while I could on my foot troops, I can't do it with all the others. See you, Toasted Berries. Have a good one. Hopefully we'll see you next time. So like, I could get away with that on the foot troops, but I can't get away with it on characters and tanks. I think the best part is here. And this was where I washed it black and then washed it with the brown. And I think that really gave it that dirty tone. But I also realized when I tried it out in the head, I have to make sure it's mixed properly, which is why I have to give it a really good shake. Otherwise, it just won't get those same colors. I've also just realized I forgot to paint this little cable bundle on the top. And now I can't paint it until this is all dry. And I've absolutely caked him in wash.